Maybe being sick fucks with my ability to talk. Welcome back, my negros, negresses, and niglets. I will never forget you, children. I wanted to wink really badly there. I'm so happy I didn't. If you're watching this on YouTube, cool. Please give a like, a dislike if you want. I don't really give a fuck. What was the other one? Comment and please subscribe if you really vibe with this content. If you don't subscribe anyway, I gotta feed my family. I was gonna say I gotta pay my family. Good lord. I'm not gonna say that. If this is on Instagram, please follow me. I'm trying to get to 100k, so that way I can, I don't know, feel good, I guess. No, I'm joking. I'm trying to get to 100k so that way I can use that as a motivation to actually travel the world and see all my followers and friends that I've made on Instagram. So if you can follow from different parts of the world, so that way I have different places that I can actually go to, that would be fantastic. Thank you. And now that the miscellaneous stuff is out of the way, let's begin with underrated photographer slash or artist. Today we'll be talking about distressed sweater. So distressed sweater or Izzy, because I have a lisp now, so I'm gonna. Is Izzy easier to say than just? Yes, yes, it is. The lisp is coming back for some reason. What I really vibe about Izzy's work is literally the fact that she is so cool. I just know where my brain's going. I am delirious right now, if you couldn't tell. Anywho, as I was trying to say, what I really vibe about Izzy's work is just the playful nature of it all. I really vibe with. See, I'm talking as if like I don't vibe with it, but I do. I just have no energy. Yeah, let me. What's the word? Let me content creative of I content creatify this shit for you guys. So I really fuck with Izzy's work. I feel like she'd hate me doing this, though. And I went full content creator for shit. I really vibe with Izzy's work. Just the way that she uses her colors and just the creativity that she's able to show through her own work. It's just so fucking fantastic. Like I sit at home looking at her work and I think to myself, see, this part's actually not a bit. This part's actually really serious. But I'm gonna do it in the bit voice. I look at her work and I think to myself, wow, Daniel, you're shit. You will never amount to anything in life because look at what this woman's doing. I think about that and then I read the comments that she gives me and like the little things she says. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm not as shit as I once thought. Honestly, like if I'm being completely honest, what drew me to her work first is not necessarily her work itself, but just who she is as a person. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it was a reel that I'd seen and I was like, this person's funny as fuck. And then I actually started paying attention to her work and I just love just the details. And the fact that when you actually go through her account, you're kind of seeing the natural progression of her work and how she's actually growing as a artist and as a painter herself. Um, and like one of the things that she's been doing, she's been painting a scene from the new Frankenstein movie, which I still haven't watched, and she's gonna flame me for that one, rightfully so. But I'm so sorry, please don't kill me. So she's painting a scene from the Frankenstein movie, and it's been such a joy to watch that entire process. Also, I told her that I'd buy it, so please subscribe so I can actually make money so I can buy it. I'm broke.
Arms. Arms for the poor.
Actually, that's the reason why you guys should survive. Just subscribe, not survive. Don't please survive and also subscribe. What the fuck? Um, that's the reason why you guys should subscribe, so that way I can make money and then buy the art from the people that I'm talking about. That's actually a really good plan.
Yeah, who's a genius?
Please do it. Otherwise, I don't know. Your mom's a hoe or some shit. Your mom's not a hoe. She was in my bed last night though. I would like to apologize, but that would be a lie. And your mom told me never to lie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anywho, back to Izzy's work. This is literally how chaotic it is talking to Izzy sometimes. Like this. But like I was saying, what really drew me to her work was just her personality. I think she puts a lot of who she is into her art, which I know people say that about like a bunch of different artists, or a bunch of different artists say that about their own work, but that's bullshit.
Liar!
Like, let's be completely honest. There are so many artists out there that are good, great artists who just paint, and they're really good at painting or really good at photography, but you don't actually see themselves in their work. But I think you really do. Like Izzy is such a fantastical Fantastical artist. I personally believe she should really be painting more often. Also, follow her. I really want her to gain like a giant audience so that way her art can actually be her like full-time job type thing. Because like it irritates me when you see somebody that obviously has so much skill, but they don't have enough time to kind of like allow it to flourish. And that's like my thing with like Izzy's work. Like you can clearly see that she has a talent and she has the drive to. Like if you go through, please go through her reels and stuff. One, you'll piss yourself laughing, and two, I don't know, you'd actually find somebody really cool. So if I can't swear you, let her work speak for her. I wish that she could, like, I wish she could be in her studio more often, so that way she could paint more. Because when you go through her account, you don't get to see a lot, like, get to see bits and pieces of her work. And Izzy, do a better job at finishing your work, please. I feel like if she was just given more time to just do it, we'd be seeing so many great pieces from her, and it actually like makes me like mad knowing that like I keep seeing all these little things and I'm like, holy shit, once this is done, this is going to be so great. But then like humanity gets in the way. Me personally, I agree with Aaron. Humanity should have been wiped out. So for Izzy to be able to do her work, I would Aaron Yeager the entire world if I needed to. That's is that extreme? I feel like that's extreme. Fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, I would rumble the entire world just so she would have peace and quiet and doesn't have to go to work, so she can just focus on her art. See, I'm rambling a lot. But that's because like as much as I want to talk about like Izzy's work, I want to talk about who she is as a person as well because I think she's a freaking fantastic person. She's see. There's so much up here, but my brain doesn't know how to transmute them into words.
Words fail me.
You know, like I wish I was a better speaker. I wish I was taller. I wish I was a baller. I really fuck with Izzy's work because it's something she does dark shit like I do. Like I try to do. I try to show the I guess darker aspects of humanity as much as possible, even though I've kind of gone more in the airy fairy, and not airy fairy, but more princessy type of stuff. But I think Izzy kind of like Izzy sits in that weird place. Was that a bubble? Did I create a bubble? That's cool. Anywho, she sits in that weird place of Del Toro and like not Wes Anderson, don't fucking lie, Del Toro and Tim Burton in terms of vibe, in terms of art. And honestly, I feel like if you really vibe with either of those two people, Izzy's personality and her work will really speak to you. She's actually a huge inspiration of mine. I've been wanting to use a lot of her art as references for my photography. I actually did use one. I still think her painting was so much better. But yeah, I she inspires me and is trying to push me to learn painting. She inspires me to be a better artist, and I hope that I can do the same for her. Or by doing something like this, I can hopefully reach a wider audience that can then see her work and like interact with her as a person. Because all of these artists are people, like all the artists I'm trying to push to you guys, I guess. Try not to make us underrated as they are people and they are great people. Like I'm not gonna shout somebody out who I don't think is a good person. Like I'm not gonna talk about them. That's too much effort, too much of a headache. I'm too autistic for that. If you thought I said autistic, I didn't. I said artistic. Get your ears checked, bitch. In conclusion, it is a really cool person. I really love her work. Her art gives me like that dark, um, not. So I don't want to say dark romance because dark romance has that book talk connotation to it, but like tragic romance, tragic love. It's very haunting. It's very beautiful. It's very human. One day I will probably redo this when I'm able to find the bestest words to describe her work. But as of right now, all I can say is please go check out Izzy's work. Please give her a follow. Please support her so that way she can turn this shit into a full time job. Thank you, and good night. Like I'll be like, Missile, fuck! I'm gonna fight a bitch. What the fuck? Where the lisp? What? Oliver Twist. Where did the lisp come from? Say hi or something, please. I'm very lonely. I'm so lonely. All the other niggas, they don't like me. Help a brother make some money, please. I'm begging you. If you're not making it, somebody's gotta make it, you know? And let it be me. Miss miscellaneous. Now that we're done with the what am I? What am I? I can't say Now that we're done with what am I, Mike Tyson? Now, now that we now. You ever watch somebody give themselves a lisp? A lisp? Today, I have no clue what that was. Now that we're done with the, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god! But today we're gonna be speaking about distressed sweater. That one was put on. That was not the lisp. Bitch.